Hey guys, Splash here. How's it going, everybody? We're back with a bit of Dark Souls 2. Hopefully we can, or I can, so to speak, try and get back on track with this Dark Souls 2 because, what I know about Dark Souls 2, I could write on a postage stamp. Out of all the Souls games, this is really my weakest. Hey guys, yeah, I'm good, mate. Need to clear my throat. Hey Vale, hey Bo, how's it going, guys? Hey Casey, if you're still around, or Infernus has been in. Yeah, I'm good, guys. I actually had to have a look online to see which is the best way to go now, and it looks like Shaded Woods, I think. So I did come here before, open these two doors here, and then next thing you know, they all fucking jumped down on me from up there. Like I was throwing some sort of party down here. I'm obviously not. Right, let's free air. Don't you? I think you have to give us some clothes or something, don't you? That sounds like me when I had my chest infection.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, just get on with it, woman.
Petrified. Hard to
Speak.
Give me. I'm fine. No. I'm fine. Really, I am. My name is Rosabeth. Thank you so much.
I'm just gonna check something a minute. I'm just gonna look in this drawer for some emotional funds. What the fuck? Hey Alpha, how's it going, mate? I'm just checking in my drawer, mate, see if I can find some emotional funds for you, but I seem to be all out, mate, to be fair. But I'm sure we can create some. Yeah, she's definitely done coughing, isn't she, Bo?
Oh, you're that traveller. I still haven't thanked you. Well, I'm quite a hand at pyromancy.
Are you really?
Perhaps you could consider this my thanks.
How about you give me loads of souls and emotional funds?
And turned to stone, I think.
My heart goes out to you, Vale, mate.
You my life.
Took me a month and a half to get over my chest infection and everything.
But do you
Right.
have an...
I'll give you an old scabby pair of underpants, lady. What can I give her? I'll give her whatever the scabbiest thing I've got. Business hood. She can have that. She can have business tatters. What are they? Grave one, yeah, she can have a set of them. What else can I give her? Scabby pair of underpants. Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. My item, what's she got? And defense, dark defense. Yeah, and what's that? No. Spells, pyromancers.
I have my very own teacher.
Hey, Casey.
A famed sorcerer in Malphia, our hometown. I was fascinated by sorcery, and so, well, he's so unique, you see.
Alpha, I'm a bit concerned, mate, when you say issue.
When I set out for Drang Lake, I couldn't let him
Go on, mate.
alone. But we were separated quite early on, I'm afraid.
Your guy only has Estus flasks. I mean, what are you going to do? Throw them at people? And he's level 62. You must have more than Estus flasks, mate.
I'm rather unskilled. My lord probably ditched me.
2 Estus flasks. That's just gay.
Oddly, I'm a fast learner when it comes to pyromancy. What we're fascinated.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how it works, to be honest, Bill.
Are not always
Like I say, what I know about Dark Souls 2 I could write on a postage stamp.
Why can't I just focus on what I truly enjoy?
I've never invested enough time in this game.
Dear, I shouldn't be so choosy. It's hardly my place.
So I think there's going to be plenty of salt in this.
I'm very happy for this gift. After I change into this, I'm heading for Majula.
Yeah, best dad, bitch.
I'm not, but perhaps Majula is my best choice.
Oh, you talk too much, man. Right. I'm level 88. Soul memory 570546. I'm assuming that's my soul memory. Right, bugger off then, lady, because there's some... I'm going to open this door. Yeah, that does... We did that before, I think, Veil. It's something to do with... matching, isn't it? Could have thought something behind me for a second then. Now, where's the rest of the fuckers? So if I run up there, that door's going to close, isn't it? Of course it is. Or maybe not. I thought I got flooded with loads of these critters. Like kind of okay, kind of like passwords. Yeah. What would be best? What have I got on? Use a physical attack, but I want that. Short spell time, I want that. Use maximum load, I want that. It would have to be... easier to connect. Oh, you have a name engraved ring. Yeah, so do I actually, Casey. It'd make it a lot easier for thickos like me. And don't forget that bonfire. What bonfire? Oh, there's a bonfire here, isn't there? Yeah. Is it this one here, isn't it? Why I just close the door, I don't know. Like it makes me feel any safer, I don't know. Royal soldiering, I suggest. Yeah, you see, this is what I need with this game, because it I can't make head and tails of it. Right. Yeah, I need that. That slows equipment degradation, but you know, I shouldn't be fucking worried about that too much. So I swapped that out with that. When it comes to these then, these the gods that you choose, is there any particular one you should go for, or is it just the fact that you pick the same one each? Well, I'll go for the top one, Nima. I don't know. Me not know. Alright, yeah. But that's with the thingy ring on, innit? Royal Soldier's ring. I'm at 36.8. And I should... Yeah, 37. Yeah. Alright, I get you. You haven't finished Bastille yet? Man, I mean, we can do a bit of that. We can always go back and do that if you'd like, mate. I'm not bothered. Who in here? Oh, shard. Okay, I'll try that then, mate. 40%. I mean, isn't... I'm not fat rolling or anything, am I? So for the way I'm spec'd, I could put that in, because we have that. Increase physical attack, shortens cast time, slows equipment degradation, and we now have temporarily the name engraved ring. Right, okay, so it is the same. Okay, right, I get you. This stream should be renamed. Teach Splash Dark Souls 2. Oh, I heard something then. Why is that door closing? Why would it do that? Who flicked the switch? Okay. Do that in there. What the fuck? Who else have I pissed off? Right, who else have I got to get? Is that all of them done? Who in here? Oh, you broke out wherever you are. That's it, innit? Didn't there used to be loads of them before Scholar of the First Sin? Loads of froggies. I'm sure there used to be loads more of them. Didn't you used to like come in, the door would close behind you, and they all fucking jump on your head? So what do you want to do, Alpha? If I'm at the branch of your two, I could reach you, but I'd probably fuck up my normal progress. You probably would, yeah. Yeah, this is... I only ever played the original Dark Souls 2, and I played that on the Xbox 360. I've not played Scholar, really. I've had a look at it, videos and that sort of thing, but I've not done the DLC or anything. So I don't know what's really changed. Oh, he's happy, isn't he? He was like well pleased to see me, he was. Look at him throwing dog shit at me. The thing is, and I'll be totally honest with you, Beal, I love Souls games. I really do. And I know, if this wasn't a Souls game, and I'd never played a Souls game, I would have loved this. But because it's a Souls game, I don't like it. That's the reason. That doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me. It's just not the same. But it has the Dark Souls name attached to it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, I've read that. You actually have to do, which none of the other Souls games have done, you actually have to do the DLC to get Platinum. Because like you say, some of the spells, don't you? Yeah, not happy. Look at him! With one of their only nutsack hanging out. It's like one big ball bag, isn't it? Ballsack enemies. Yeah, I'll get the next bonfire, mate. And we'll do Bastille. Oh, itchy eye. Bonfire's here anyway, isn't it? I can't really point to something and say that's Dark Souls. I know what you mean. I kind of know what you mean, yeah. I don't know, it's all down to personal preference, isn't it? You can tell that Miyazaki didn't have a hand in Dark Souls 2. Simply put, really. I'm not saying it's a bad game. And it doesn't have that Souls feel. But it's not Dark Souls. Oh, I'm tittering there on the fine line, aren't I? It is Dark Souls. Just not Dark Souls. I've got no escape from this, have I? The Dark Lurker. Right, let's update.
Is that a shard? Here.
Yes, it's a shard.
However.
Right, what? Gathering of Exiles? What I do? What did I do? No Man's Wharf, Lost Bastille. Where do you need me to go in the Lost Bastille, Alpha? Ah. Cool. We're a step closer. Right, just let me know where you want me, mate. Bonfire after No Man's Wharf, which is that one. Is on my way, and I shall put my sign. Have you put the ring on? And shows Nima or whatever it is. No, I think the game should have. Any Souls game should sell itself. You don't have to sell it as a hard game. Because like a lot of people have broken and dissected Dark Souls, it's not actually a hard game. You just have to be really patient. And rinse and repeat. How do I? Ah, right, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Summertime. Yeah, I think when obviously Demon Souls came out first, and then Dark Souls Prepare to Die. Well, that was the biggest selling point. I know the Prepare to Die edition came after. But I think at first people did die a lot because people didn't quite understand where they were going with it. But after, you know, after Dark Souls been out for a long time and the DLC, and people became accustomed to the game type and archetype, and Dark Souls 2 came out. Yeah, so it's kind of, as you know, but you know, it's kind of Prepared to Die, and you will die a lot, and it's really hard. Kind of left it behind. It is. Can be tough. It's as tough as you want to make it, really. If you don't look at what's going on and just go running in, you're going to die. But it's now become a genre, Souls. People call it Souls-like, so you kind of get the gist of what the hell's going on. They are one of my favourite games. I'm just dreading this, because people actually say that Dark Souls 2 is one of the hardest. I don't know if that's necessarily true or not, I don't know, and the DLC is supposed to be pretty tough. And a lot bigger than the Souls games. Normal Souls games, anyway. Apparently the DLC is huge. Or DLCs, plural. Only because Dex has been, some of the Dex builds, especially bleed builds, were nerfed to hell. But I remember when Dark Souls 3 first came out, and I did a Dex bleed build. Honestly, there's no touching you. You just destroyed everything. Then they got nerfed the fuck out of it. See, that's one of the reasons why I do the Gandalf series throughout Dark Souls, because I normally am your typical hack and slash, hide behind a shield. I kind of do to a degree now, to be fair, but I try to push myself out of my comfort zone by playing casters. They are great games. It's my least. It's a brilliant game, and I'm really looking forward to touching on the DLC and seeing what this game really has to offer. Whether it's, and my opinion may change to a degree by the end of this journey, but at this moment in time, Dark Souls 2 is my least favourite of the Souls series. Oh, in fact, I need to be in Do I not need to be in human form then? For him to summon me? See, there's a whole new spin on, like KC's just said. Dark Souls 2 DLC is some of the best DLC they've ever released. Yet a lot of people complain about Dark Souls 2 because it's not in the same world as you, even though there's references throughout the games. But it is a completely different game because Miyazaki wasn't on board. But like you say, people do say that the DLC is some of the best, and like Casey's just said. So I don't know. I suppose it's in the eye of the beholder, really. I'll only really find out for myself, so to speak. So I suppose I can't really pass judgment on a game I haven't invested enough time in. But I can say it's my least favourite of the Souls game so far. Yeah, I think you find that, Veil. Yeah, it is a bit of a very mixed response, really. So do I not need to be in use an effigy for him to summon me? We'll soon find out now if he's summoning me. We shall find out. I'm waiting. What? Right, okay. It's not a problem. Which bonfire? We'll let Veil know your servants' quarters. No. Still no. Okay, servants' quarters. On my way. So, what is your... Oh. Ooh. So is this going to work, or...? Just brought it up for you now, mate. Ah, right. I've got too far ahead, have I? Okay. So we can't do it then. The only thing about it as well on Alpha, because obviously I'm doing Souls Night on a Monday night, you do have a whole week after tonight to catch up. That's the only way around it. And if you want to make a note of my soul memory, Right then. Can't remember which way. There's 3 ways here. What are they? Right, okay. Yeah, but what I'm saying is I won't be streaming Dark Souls 2 again till next Monday. So that gives you time to bring yourself up to the same tier. Oh. So we're not that far off, down and up 4. So you only need another 2 tiers, and we could have theoretically done that then. Oh. Biggest dickus. Fuck you, mate. And all the fucking boats you came in on. Get away! Ah, found your weak point. God, I love a bit of cheese. Whoa. Yeah, but if you've got a note of my soul memory now, and like I say, if you carried on doing whatever you needed to do to level up and progress, normal progression, you could get up to, if not on par, with me for next Monday, mate. If I remember, some doors up here, isn't there? Excuse me. Yeah, but how are you going to do that today? You're not going to get 40k souls, are you? We didn't like that, did he? Voodoo fast as fuck. Voodoo foost? Voodoo fast as fuck leveling. Yeah, obviously. Isn't that King Vendrick? You have something to do with that. Yeah, you definitely have to pull it out of the bag, mate, wouldn't you? I have heard of the Ivory King and all that. What was the other ones? What are they all called? Isn't it a Shrine of something or other? Shrine of I don't know. The way he runs. What spaz. Shrine of Amana is a beautiful area with sorcerer mayhem. Nice. Right up my street. Be me, I am not giving up a lot of damage, am I? Oh, you... What the... Man alive. Just no need for that. Titan, okay. Cheers, KC. Thanks for your support, mate. Speak to you soon, bud. Oh my god! What the? I didn't even know that. I thought it was just somebody else in the world playing. Slayer's Great Axe. I wonder what it was, honestly, mate. Shrine of Winter. Seek Mightier Souls. Okay. Can I not get round it? No. Alright then, how do I get around there then? So I can't come any further that way, can I? I have to go the other way. There's no other way around, I don't think. I may as well go back to the bonfire and go spooky shit that way. Let's go to here first, see if we can level up. And I'll have a quick fag and we'll crack on. So do you reckon you can get to a decent point for next Monday then, Alpha? What do I need to level up actually?
Seek
Oh, I can level up now. Cool. That'd be awesome, mate. Right, I'm going to have a really quick smoke, guys. We'll be back in 2 seconds. Right. Let's crack on. Not that way. That way. Oh, I remember it. This is... Don't you get NPCs in here? You can't see them up there. They're ghosts, aren't they? How the fuck can you see anything in here? Trading. Oh my god, I just double tapped when I didn't need to. Fuck you. Little shit. I don't want to trade with you. Oh! No. Okay. A bit off more than I can chew then, didn't I? Wrong way. Oh, just great. Right, can I avoid them then? Is there anything in there I need? Little shits. I know there's one here. How many of them is there? Don't back me off. Come here, little shit. Stop running away from me. I'm determined to kill this one though, but I'll look the left side. Okay. Somebody didn't like that. Okay, I could tell a difference there.
Leave me be.
Okay, I remember this bit.
I like it quiet. Leave me be.
Is there nothing in there I need though?
What business have you here? You may call me Vengal, if I deserve a name in this sorry state. 'Tis rare to flap these guns. This is pleasant. Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom. I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me. So I thought.
Okay, so I do need the rings then.
And found myself like this.
How many of them ghosts are in there?
What explains it? But it's not so bad, really. Now I watch the days go by. I'd grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now. I know not what you may bet, but I see visions. My body, wielding my sword. My body will show no mercy. If you see the wretched thing.
6 to 7, Jesus Christ.
I learn, and if I can help.
Right, some claymore. So I'm gonna have to come back and get all these anyway, so I may as well get that one spell from him.
Farewell. I will retire to my silence.
Yeah, you do that, mate. So I'm gonna have to do this area at some point, aren't I? Oh, I can see some things down there. Yeah. I'll come back here when I'm well overpowered. I'm gonna have to go back down here anyway, aren't I? No, I think you're right. I think I'll wait until I'm a little bit stronger. There's one there. Okay. Who's that? Oh, fuck. Okay. Right, a branch of yore is needed there. I can't get in there, can I? Is that poison or? I don't think I've got anything, have I? Red magic, aka curse. How do I get through that then? That looks like a mimic. And there's another one of them there. Shit. It's not a mimic then. That chunk. So I have to break the pots then. So oh my god, there's two there. if I remember rightly, that's a trap. Ha ha ha. Is that another one of them thingamajiggers? Oh my god, it is as well! Oh, I fell for that. No! Fuck you, you little shit. No. Come here, you little shit. Fuck you. Man Scorpion tank is where? What, down this hole? I thought it's just loads of those googly eyes. Okie dokie. I'm still very confused. Twinkling Titanite. It's locked. Nice. Nothing in there. If I remember rightly, that hurts you. Oh, okay. So I can't get up there then. Because, if I remember, now this is new. How the fuck do I get to him then? That ain't doing anything. What the fuck's that do? Nothing. Okay. I think there's another way you have to fall through the floor further on, I think. Let's get back. Still have those there. No. Fucker. Fuck off. I'll just stick to that, it's a lot easier. Little shit. Fucking sick of these little ninjas. Hey Anthony, how's it going, mate? Yeah, I'm kind of learning that the hard way, I think, mate. It's not a very nice place, is it? Oh, we have an NPC here.
Just wait, you dirty rat. I remember you.
Yeah, if you're on about me, Anthony, yeah, I was out of streaming in that for nearly a month and a half, mate. Been really ill.
That bastard with the ring lives in Brightstone Cove down the way. I'm gonna find him and settle the score. Nobody insults me like that. For the good of the... I won't let that bastard...
Okay, so...
For the good of the... I won't let... For the good...
Okay, that's that exhausted. I think there's a... somewhere... Is it here? Yeah. Is it here? Straight through? Yep, definitely here. Homing soul mass.
Young undead, don't let this curse weigh upon you.
I don't think he's gonna give me
A second time.
anything here.
Perhaps you will yet traverse the dark. Young undead, if you truly seek the dark, then we will surely meet again.
Yeah, life takes over, doesn't it, Anthony? It normally does, doesn't it, mate?
May we meet again? May we...
Okay, so that's exhausted. I don't think I see him until later on. Obviously. Okay, let's go and have another look-see. I think there's two ways of doing the manscoping, isn't there? If isn't there the other boss? If I do her first, don't I get something of the manscorpions? I don't know. I think there's a slight storyline to that. I'm not too sure. That's why I went through. Does that tree go down? No. I think this leads to the boss. You need the Ring of Whisper. Where do I get the Ring of Whisper from? Isn't that from this boss, though? I thought there was something, yeah, Anthony, but I just couldn't quite put my finger on it, mate. And like I said to anybody, this is part of the Soul series, but I've really hardly played this game. I have played through it, the original. Not played any of the DLC, and I know there's a lot of changes. Talk to the cat. Ah. Okie dokie. So, there's that way over there I've not done. That way over there I've not done. And that leads to the manscorpion over there, I think. Bugger. What I may do is see if I can do any upgrades when I get back to Majula. Because I don't think you have to fight the manscorpion, do you, if you can speak to him? I don't know. Definitely part of one of the storylines, isn't it? Let's go and check how much it is anyway. How much dollar it's going to cost me.
Oh, no, you do have a tie.
Oh, okay.
Nothing suited you, I presume?
No, it didn't.
That's dismaying.
Oh, shut up. I want to use all these anyway.
Oh, you do have a tie.
Okay. Yeah.
Satisfied?
I'll be satisfied when I punch you in the face.
I'll be around if you ever come back.
Oh, shut up. Right. Repair, reinforce. Yeah, that'll take me to... I need 2 Titanite chunks now. Bum 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 bum. And we'll level up the staff. Not really bothered about that.
I'll be around if you make it back.
Bearer, seek them, lest this land swallow you whole.
Okay. So I could, so I can just go and speak to Man Serpent now, can't I? Oh, these all spawn back. Oh, great. Will he follow me? So they don't aggro unless I go right up to them, I don't think. I think there's loads in there. One there. So you can kind of, excuse me, you can kind of avoid them, I think. No, I'm cursed. Or am I? What happened then? Did I escape it? Another wake a stranger, yeah. You're not responsible for the first 5 seconds of waking up, mate. Why? Do we ignoring? I would never ignore you. Yes, I am definitely enjoying AC Origins, mate. But I'm not in it enough to give you a final verdict on that, but... Oh no! I didn't see him there! Which one's bloody... You little shit! Hey, Doc, how's it going, mate? Yeah, when I got home from work, mate, honestly, it's like I could eat a big scabby dog. I was that hungry. We've got another one down there, I think, haven't we? Okay. Now I'm assuming I have to do the most sensible thing and wear the ring. Hey, Alfie, how's it going, mate? Does that mean I can approach him now, or...? So he doesn't sound very happy. Stop it. Stop it. You stupid, 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 stupid. Yeah, I'm salty. Motherfucker. Dark Scythe. Nice. I proper fecked that up then. So can I go down there and speak to him now I've got the ring on? Yeah. Ring of Whispers, mate. Sod it.
Human, are we?
Cool.
This is no place for you. Be gone. Are you not afraid of me?
No, mate.
Humans rarely come here. Those who do turn back when they see me. Or make an attempt on my life. But you are different. We once had a master. He created us long, long ago. But he was born with a fatal flaw. He resented those who had what he lacked and became fully mired in hatred. Eventually, he drove himself mad. It was at the peak of this madness that he conjured up we strange creatures. Our master was a tragically lonely... Eventually, his solitude eroded his very reason. In the end, he never understood what it was that he truly lacked. Nobody knows when we were or where our master has gone. The only ones who even speak a human tongue are myself and my better half.
Oh, now we're getting to the sub-story, are we?
I wish to ask a favor of you. I want you to kill my betrothed.
Mate, I don't want to get involved in the divorces.
I always found her at my side. But as time went on, things went awry. She became violent, raging uncontrollably.
Not acceptable.
Eventually, she came after me.
Oof, mate.
We have been locked in combat ever since.
Yeah, I'll beat the bitch for you.
We seem to be at a standstill. I was born of my master's madness. But I will be sure to assist you in return. The past, my name was Tark. The past, my name...
Okay, so we've exhausted. That's the way up there. No. She burns bras, mate. She's got the body of a scorpion. Not good. Not good at all. Okay. I need to try and get past all the bullshit up here. Oh, so I can actually bring him into the fight then. That sounds awesome. If I remember rightly, I see something poking out the sand, which I need to beat with my underpants, because she's a feminist and she'll be burning a bra and I'll be hitting her with my underpants. Oh, you bitch! Oh, there was no need for that! I can see what you mean, Tark. What a bitch. Need to nuke her down. Where's she going with this? You see, this is just rude. I just think she's rude. Whoa, mate, seriously? You're mine. Well, you were mine. We'll have that. She gone. I didn't even have to do anything, really. Apart from nearly get my arse kicked. Is that it? We have a victory. We have a bit of a Carlton. There you go, boss down. I think I remember rightly, it's the worst boss ever, this area. Is it the rat one? We can't think of anything else, so we'll just put loads of ads that do your head in. Oh, it's the elephant zone now, isn't it? It has been a while, Norman. How are you, mate? Yeah, it's been about no, feels like it's about a month and a half, mate. Because I've been really unwell. I virus and chest infection. And yeah, I had to literally down tools, mate. Yeah, exactly, Anthony. Couldn't have said it better myself, mate. Wow, Ovi. You just went straight in there and tried to lift the lid on Pandora's box. Dear me. Come on then. You want to talk about it? Let's do this shit. Let's do this shit. Anybody who's played the game, put in it. You've got to put in one pro and your main negative. To why Dark Souls 2 is like a square trying to shove itself into a round hole. There's a bonfire close by. Oh, okay. We'll go and get this bonfire, shall we? Nobody likes Dark Souls 2. That's a little harsh, Ovi, even though I'm kind of in the same camp as you. But I don't know. So, like I said before, I love Souls games. But it is like the ugly duckling sister. But if there wasn't any other Dark Souls, there wasn't Demon Souls, there wasn't Dark Souls, there wasn't Dark Souls 3, there wasn't even a Souls-like genre. If Dark Souls 2, as in the game, if this game was the only one and it came out, it'd be amazing. Everybody would love this game. Because it is a great game in its own right, I believe. I just don't believe it feels the same as any other Souls game. It isn't even in the same universe as any other Souls game. And for me, even though I quite enjoyed playing it, it didn't give me the same sense of a Dark Souls game. But I haven't invested enough time in Dark Souls 2 to possibly make that total judgment. It'll always be the ugly sister or ugly duckling. But I've not played any of the DLC, so I've not really pushed this game to its limit of what my opinion should be. Well, apparently it isn't in the same not truly in the same universe. So I think you should look that up, Alpha. Or I could be wrong. But I'm rarely wrong, and even if I am wrong, I'll deny it. So I don't know, it's I think the great thing about Dark Souls 2 is it creates debate. Well, apparently it's not even in the same timeline as any other Dark Souls game, because it doesn't follow the same universe, so to speak. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't read enough to truly make a firm, grounded decision on it. I don't know. It just never felt right. But in its own right, it's a great game. See, everybody just wants to get in on the action now, don't they? Look at them all. I don't want you here. You can feck off and all. Cheeky little shit. I mean, you start talking about why it's not even about. I mean, most topics is a conversation as well. It's not. Oh, what's your favourite Dark Souls game? It's more like, what's your least favourite Dark Souls game? And most people, I'm not saying all, most people say Dark Souls 2. That cannot be unfounded. They did mess up the lore. And I'm sure I've read something, I think it's not actually in the same, it's all in the same universe, so to speak, i.e. Dark Souls and everything, but it's not, doesn't carry any bearing on any of the timelines of any other Souls game. It's like, I don't know, I don't know what the correct terminology would be. The series will always, it does always cause debates. No, you're completely right, mate. I just think it's a great thing to talk about because it's a really good way of either getting people on side with you or you're really just going to piss people off. Because it is one of them games. I mean, it's an RPG, fundamentally. But there's not many games out there that have actually created a genre, and Souls, to a degree, is its own genre. Souls-like. I mean, we talked about it before. How many games do we know that are building upon that? I mean, Demon Souls didn't even do that well, and that's, I mean, it's an amazing game. Obviously, it all came to light, and Miyazaki created Dark Souls, which to me is what he wanted Demon Souls to be. So Demon Souls to me is the beta of Dark Souls. It was the founding beta. I don't think even they knew what they were creating, and it is its own genre. Look how many games have tried and failed. I mean, what was it? You're gonna have to help me out, guys, because I'm old and with, you know, early onset dementia, it's quite hard. You've got, what's that company that made, oh my god, what's it called? Who did the ones who did Surge? The game they did before that. Come on, somebody on it. Demon Souls is amazing. I'm doing I want to get platinum in that as well. If you normally, like say, Demon Souls is a really good game, but as you play it, even some of the sound clips is not the Purge, the Surge. It's called the Surge, and oh, I can't remember. Honestly, I really can't remember what the game was. The combat was clunky as hell. Yeah, if you take away, because obviously it was PS3. I've got the PS3 here, and that's the reason why I got the PS3, so I could do the platinum runs for Prepare to Die Edition and Demon Souls. Demon Souls, graphically, I mean, to its own degree, it still holds its own. But if you take away that effect, but the fundamental Dark Souls game is there to a T. Even the silent demons in it, it's everything, even some of the sound clips, it's just Dark Souls. So they've taken it straight from there and put it into Dark Souls. They are trying to copy, hence what people call it, Souls-like. The Surge, that's it. Yeah, the Surge is really good. I have the Surge on Steam. It's not bad, but it's still that slightly clunky combat. And what's it? Come on, if you know the Surge, then there you go. Sorry, I didn't even see Alpha, so I do apologise, mate. Lords of the Fallen. Lords of the Fallen. I mean, I had massive. I could talk about Souls games all night, man. I had massive hype for when I first ever saw the videos, and it was at an E3 or something that I watched. The hype for me couldn't have been any bigger for Lords of the Fallen. And to be fair, you know, you love a game that much. You can't wait for it to come out, and you get it, and you play it, and you really enjoy it to the point of, no, you will live up to the hype, and you start overlooking issues, and you're still there, no, it's a really great game, this, you will live up to the hype, and then, and ultimately, it just lets you down. The Surge, it doesn't feel... There you go. I mean, The Surge, obviously, like put, and it kind of sums it up. No offense, but The Surge is shit. It doesn't feel that good. You can't say it any better than that because it doesn't feel good. Now, I'm going to come back to Dark Souls 2 here now. Dark Souls 2 doesn't feel that good. Am I making sense? The fluidity doesn't feel your character, and nothing feels like, so even though it is a Souls game, it doesn't feel like it. Don't get me wrong, it's not on the same level as Lords of the Fallen and The Surge, but it definitely doesn't feel right. Oh, have you got Platinum in The Surge? But Ovi's kind of right though. It doesn't feel right, and it's people have tried and failed. What's the one coming out next year, guys? By is it Banco or something? Banco. I can't remember the name of the company. Come on, someone's going to put it any second now. Yeah, it was bad level design. Definitely bad boss design in Lords of the Fallen. Visually, the engine they used wasn't that bad. It felt so... Even running and swerving, and everything felt so clunky. Franchise Souls-like games shouldn't be always compared to... We can't help but do that. We're human, aren't we, Alpha? We'll always compare something. Even if you change a tea bag, mate, you'll always... Obviously, if you're American, I don't think you drink tea that much, but you'll always compare. We all do it. We all do it. No matter what it is. It's just natural. It is very, very natural to compare. And in anything, whether it be a film, we all know everybody hates sequels. If the original is that good and made such an impression on us, we're always going to compare to it. And if you can't meet that bar and reach that bar, then you've already failed before you even engage in it, i.e. before you even play the game. No, you failed. Not having it. Why are you doing a Souls game? Look shit. Pick the control up. Nah, it doesn't feel good. Don't feel right. Because we're automatically negative because we want, one, it to live up to the hype, and two, it's literally to be a Souls game by Miyazaki. And it isn't. So you kind of fail, don't you? What we do need before, and I'll say this and then we'll move on because the conversation is slightly turning now to something else I do like. But one, before I would love another Dark Souls. I'd love a Dark Souls 4. Especially with the way engines are improving and getting that more engaging and just visually beautiful. I'd love to see a Demon Souls. Even though, yes, it's a Dark Souls beta, but in its own world, it was starting its own world story, its own uniqueness. I'd love to see Demon Souls 2. I would literally, what would I do? I can't say anything ridiculous like walk over hot coals or broken glass, but I want a Bloodborne 2 before a Dark Souls 4. I wasn't even looking at the chat then, Anthony. Anthony's Bloodborne 2. Bloodborne deserves a sequel, and so does Demon Souls. Where are we? Somebody mentioned something there before. A game, even if it is Souls-like game, shouldn't be reviewed as how it compares to Dark Souls, but how it stands. Yeah, we all say that. We all, and Alpha's hit the nail on the head with that. We all read reviews. Let's just say a Souls game, Souls-like game comes out, and you want to read the review. You read the review, and this is hype that we build up ourselves before the games say out tomorrow, but you read and review today. Reviewers, most of them, will be comparing it to Dark Souls. So you'll be there reading your review and going, you shouldn't compare it. You shouldn't compare it to Dark Souls. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do it. You should treat it its own merit. I got really big hype about this. You go out and buy the game the next day. You've got it home. You've loaded it up. You're like, yes, come on. Oh, fucking hell. Day 1 patch, 2 gig. I'll go and make a brew. So you come back, you're there, ready to go. Yeah. Start playing it. Oh, brilliant. Same as what I did before. You're living up to the hype. You're already protecting it by your own hype. So you're there, and you're like, and it'll creep in. That darkness will creep in. And before you know it, you'll be compared to Dark Souls. Because your bar is already up here. And you'll never be happy with a Souls-like game that's down here. You can make excuses for it for so long, but still excuses. Want Bloodborne on the PC. Never happen. Even though I want it to. And Neo. Somebody mentioned Neo. Who mentioned Neo? We have literally stopped playing this game right now. Right. Who mentioned Neo? I'm sure, so I swear somebody. Hype really does destroy games, mate. It really does. It really does. I think you should take things... I try not to read reviews. But I'm not saying I don't always. I kind of do to a degree, but I try not to. Because it ruins it. It ruins the whole thing. It's a shame, really. You can look forward to a game and have a little bit of hype about it yourself, but... yeah, you don't want to be jumping on that bandwagon, because half the time, nothing can live up to your own expectations. Nothing in life. Take it on face value and enjoy it for what it is. Because other than that, it penultimately upset you and let you down. Yeah, I get it. But saying Neo has X mechanic, but Dark Souls doesn't have. People compare it saying that shit because it has. Yeah, because it's Souls-like. But taking this up. But taking a Souls game, I like Neo. I think Neo is, if you're gonna take, and we're using this terminology loosely now, Souls-like. Personally, I believe it's more like Bloodborne, but Bloodborne is then a break-off, a generic of Souls games. But Neo does actually a pretty darn fine job of putting a whole new spin on it. If you're gonna make a Souls-like game, Neo got it right. If you're going to make a Souls-like game, Lords of Fallen got it terribly wrong. They repaired some of their dog shit with the Surge. But as they always say in the business, you can't polish a turd. You can sprinkle fairy dust on it and make it shine and glitter, but it's still a dog turd. We really did fall into the conversation, didn't we? Right, I'm going to have a quick fag. And then we'll just talk about something else. I always say, and I've said it before in previous streams, you start talking about Souls and this type of game and everything, and it just opens up Pandora's box. But it's great to talk about. If you have the right people to chat about it with, you can have a really good debate. I like the Surge. I do. I think it's a valiant effort. I can't remember that. What's the company name who did the Fallen and the Surge? I just feel the combat's a little bit clunky. And that's why, to a degree, it's one of my gripes with Dark Souls 2. It's just a little bit clunky. Right. Quick fag. If anyone's got any questions for me, we'll roll out the carpet on something else in a minute. Right, I'll be back in a second, guys. That was ace. That was awesome. Right, I'm back. Let's get this microphone in the right position. So what are we on about now? Let's have a look. That was the name I was looking for before. Code Vein. I hope it does. It looks good. I think it's a bit more Bloodborne-esque. If we can break the genre down into a Bloodborne type, which is more it has to be more reactive, a lot more offensive than defensive. I think primarily Dark Souls is a defensive game, but you have to you're rewarded. I mean, you're rewarded in Bloodborne by being offensive. You see, I'm gonna get Code Vein even if it isn't that good. Yeah, there's another thing. We make excuses for Souls-like games because we want another fix. Because it's a great genre. It really is, and it's a bread and butter of. It's what I really do enjoy about gaming in this day and age, because it just suits my needs. It really does. So what else are we going to talk about? I don't think AC Origins will at all. I think they've definitely made a step in the right direction with regards to how they tackle combat in Assassin's Creed, and they've taken a few pointers from Souls-like games to a degree. They are very different, Anthony. They are very different, mate. Which is good. Which is good. That's why we need a Bloodborne 2. Because considering how critically acclaimed Bloodborne was, it just, I don't know. If you were the game company, i.e. From Software, you'd be stupid not to make a Bloodborne 2. Surely. Or is it like a great film you've made and you don't want to ruin it by making a sequel that possibly will not live up to the original, and then in some way or form going forward tarnish the original by the lackluster sequel? Which to a lot of people, Dark Souls 2 did that when it first came out. They improved it a lot with the DLC. I'm going to stay off Dark Souls 2 because I truly am not in a position. Apart from it, I know for a fact it doesn't feel right. I'll make the full judgment when we have got Platinum and we've completed all the DLC. Then we'll definitely revisit Dark Souls 2 standing on its own. It is. It's very offensive. You're rewarded for being offensive of it, I believe. I.e. you gained health back. It gave you that opportunity, that window of opportunity to gain your health back by being more reactive to the combat styles and being offensive. Why wouldn't you make that's down? I think that is down primarily to contracts more than anything. I think if From Software back in the day made a different choice contractual wise, it would have been multi-platform. But then again, no, yeah, I believe that's right. I think whatever choices were made to be exclusive, whatever contracts were done, whatever money were then received from said contract, made it exclusive to Sony and the PlayStation format. So That's why it isn't multi-platform, I believe. Because, well, then again, saying that, I've made a contradiction there, really, because Dark Souls was multi-platform. Unless there were certain rights to certain games like Bloodborne, but didn't quite make it. Then I don't know. Maybe it was a completely different contract. I honestly don't know. Yeah, no, I kind of see where you're coming from there, Ovi. It's difficult, isn't it? Well, a company of that level now, but From Software is now, From Software has now put themselves in a position where they're on a pedestal, and it's going to be really hard for them going forward. I know they've possibly got a new IP coming out. Nothing's really been confirmed yet, and there is possible rumours that there is going to be a Souls-esque game. So I don't know. I don't know why they're going to go with this, because they've kind of put themselves that high now on the expectations of their fans and players alike. I would love that to happen. No, it doesn't, and Miyazaki has turned around and said, no, it's... Or, I'm not going to paraphrase or quote, but he kind of said Dark Souls, with Dark Souls 3, it's kind of the end of Dark Souls, the series. But it doesn't mean it's the end of what they've created with Dark Souls. They could take the Dark Souls and put it in a whole new franchise spin-off, a bit like what they did with Bloodborne. It's definitely not going to be the last Souls game. It'll be under a completely different title and a whole new universe and a whole new everything. But it's definitely not the last Souls game from Software. I need to play more. I simply demand more Souls. Well, does there though, Alpha? I don't believe there has to be room for sequels. I mean, are we being selfish by saying, no, I want a Bloodborne 2? No, mate, no, I want a Bloodborne 2. But are we risking ruining the IP by bringing out a Bloodborne 2? Let's say it's the same people, same director. It just doesn't work. Could it tarnish the original? I don't know. Did he actually? Did he? I don't think. I think he said, "Okay." As I say, wouldn't mind one of his colleagues made a new game in the Souls universe like Dark Souls 4. Okay, I see what you're saying there. Look what happens when... I'm going to say this loose now because I said I wouldn't bring it back to Dark Souls 2. Look what happens when Miyazaki isn't involved. Be it a great game, it's Dark Souls 2. No Miyazaki. Even if Bloodborne 2 sucks monkey balls, it won't ruin the first. Greatness at all. No, it won't ruin it, but it will tarnish it, whether you like it or not. Because all the topic of conversation will be how they ruin Bloodborne. We don't want that. We don't want that. They do destroy. They destroy your soul. But they're great games. They really are. Didn't know what I'm doing now. No, I'm sure it wouldn't, Alpha. It wouldn't, mate. But what if it did? That's all I'm saying. I heard some growling then. The fuck? Yeah, but we all know, I reckon it'll be a mech game and a new IP. There's another topic of conversation we're talking about before. Is Dark Souls, or any Souls game, really that hard? Don't get me wrong, most of us have a really good knack at making it look hard, like me. But are they that hard? I can't believe I missed it. Again. Yeah, absolutely hard. Do you really think they're that hard? There is a tactic for everything. Does it depend on skill? Or does it depend on the fact that you've probably played the same area about 3, 4, 5 times, or yeah, you may have got lucky and beat that boss the first time, but everything's in place for a reason. And is it because you played a certain, like I say, boss 3 or 4 times to learn its weaknesses, or did you skip that and go to YouTube and find out how to kill said boss? We've all done it, and anybody who says they haven't is probably a liar. Because there's a way to do everything. We just, half the time, we just rush in. We don't think about the consequences. But if you take your time and suss out every single attack an enemy can give you, you'll always break it down so it's more of a level playing field. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking shit. Yeah, you're right, Anthony, because the more Souls game out, we kind of know what to expect. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of these bosses are very creative, but the fundamentals normally end up being the same. And yeah, we are used to Dark Souls now. I think that's why Dark Souls, the original, I say original, Dark Souls, is just ingrained in my bones, because that's where I first experienced it all. Now I know I could have gone the other way up to them, the rat and his million rat minions boss, And I will do it at some point, but I don't think there's anything there that I really need right now. That's maybe where From Software is going to go. It's a new IP. It's going to be a Souls-esque, but in a whole new world. Right. We have another bonfire. Did say they would announce their next game in 2017. So what'll that be? December then? %, skill and 99% luck. Well, Anthony, I hate to be the one to bring you up on, but your maths doesn't work out, mate. So what you're saying? 99%. And 30% of 1%. That's probably me, mate. That's what I'm talking about. Me, I have 30% of 1% skill. The rest is the other 70% of that 1%. I've got my eyes closed, so I'm not even going to count that as luck. And 99% luck. I think that kind of that sums me up. I think that works really well. I hope so. Yeah, I'd like to see where From Software is going to go next. Considering they're sat on top of their ivory tower on that pedestal, I'd like to see what's going to happen now. I'm really intrigued. Neither do I, Anthony. Neither do I, mate. I'm an ex-squaddy, mate. I'm as thick as pig shit. I just took what you put and worked it to my advantage to make me out to even be... I'm less than casual at Dark Souls. I don't think they even have a category for me playing Dark Souls. And why on earth I decided to play as a caster is beyond my comprehension. Let's go and level up.
There, seek the lest this.
Pure salt, mate. Pure salt. Let's get endurance up a little bit. Oh, she's here now. With all them. Look at them skiddy underpants that I give her.
You've been well.
What does she give me now? I think later on she offers more precious upgrade gear, I think.
These stones, none of the differences are easily spotted. Oi, mind your manners.
Right, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't somebody at some point, an NPC, come back and start killing these? All the people I brought back, they all die. I don't know. So tonight's been quite fun, really. With why are people so against mages? But I'm not against mages. I'm just, my normal experience in the Souls game is get as much armor on as possible, a nice big shield, and a nice big weapon, and hide behind said shield. I think yes, you can have shields as a caster, but you're a little bit more vulnerable being a caster. That's why I wanted to do it. So I'm not against them. I'm just not very good at playing a game heavily armoured with a big massive weapon, let alone playing in a bit of cloth. So, on that note, we will pick a discussion. I think we should leave it for a Sunday when we do the chill game. So I did a chill game on Sunday, which we just play different games really and have a chat about stuff, which I think is a really good idea. Because let's be honest, we did literally stop playing the game, didn't we? But I love that though, I really do. It's really good crack. Because we've all got opinions, we're all passionate about Souls games and any other games out there. We all have what we love and what we don't like, and it's all down to individual interpretation. So I'll never slag anybody off for what they feel. If they can explain why they feel a game is crap, I'm all ears. I literally am all ears, and it just makes great debate. Anyway, guys, on that note, we'll knock it on the head there for tonight. Tomorrow night I'll be streaming. We are doing, haven't decided yet, picking up any of one of the other series that we've started, whether it be Evil Within, we can do Neo, we can do any of them. So I will have a look at that and pick a game for tomorrow. Thursday nights now, if none of you are aware, or some of you are not aware, I'm going to do a Thursday night Twitch night. I'm not saying I'm going to move over there permanently, because I still want to build up my sub count on and viewers on YouTube. Because to be fair, even though I did have like a month and a half out, we're at 195. We're so close to the 200 mark. So I'd like to get that stability back on YouTube before I do anything with Twitch. But we'll do like a weekly Twitch thing just to try and get some new fresh blood in there. And then I think that's Monday, Tuesday, that's Thursday's covered. Sundays will be ad hoc, but if anything, it'll be a chilled out event where I just get on PlayStation 4 and play games. Alright guys, I want to say thank you very, very much for your support. I think I've got the gain on this microphone way too high. I'll turn it down a little bit actually. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, that's cool, Anthony. Yeah, that was fun with lots of marriage problems and Dark Souls 2 sucks debates. Oh, I don't have marriage problems, mate. I have the greatest waifu in the world, mate. She is amazing. So I'm just lucky, really. But yeah, so we can play different games and talk about different games on Sundays. I won't do one every Sunday, but it'll be up. I'll always post it up on Discord and everything, and get it all ready to go and set a schedule for that. But yeah, cool. Thanks guys, really appreciate it. Thanks for the support, and we'll see you in the next stream. Alright guys, cheers now.